matter until it does. Photography. What is familiar? It's your boy Taxi PNG. We're back at it again with another one. I'm telling you guys today why the camera gear does not matter until it does. Photographers will stress way too much about cameras, right? In every Facebook group, every forum, every comment section, it's just people fighting over cameras, the technicalities, which one's better, Canon, Sony, Fuji. But here's the truth. Well, my truth at least. Your camera does not matter, at least not in the way that you may think, right? So clients do not care. The only time that it starts to matter is when you're physically limited within your work or your workflow. And today I'm gonna break down to you all the way. The camera gear does not matter, all right? The gear doesn't matter, the camera doesn't matter until it actually does start to matter, I guess. But like, I've been seeing too many photographers stress entirely too much about camera gear. Every Facebook group I join, they're talking about, you know, every forum that I join, every Facebook group I'm in, like Sony, Fuji, which one's better? You guys, it doesn't matter. It genuinely does not matter. Here is the truth, right? Your camera does not matter. Well, at least not in the way that you think that it matters, because your client does not care. Your client does not care what kind of camera you have. The only time that it actually starts to matter is when your camera starts to physically get in the way of your creative process. When your camera starts to physically limit the amount of work or the type of work that you're able to do. So today I'm gonna break it down for you guys and really level with you and let you know why your camera gear and your camera does not really matter, at least as much as you think. So part one, your clients don't care. Your clients simply just don't care because they don't know. It's like you going to get your nails done. You don't know what machine they're using. It's like you going to get your car fixed. You don't know what they're using. When I first started, I thought that gear was the reason that photographers were booked and I wasn't booked. I was comparing myself to other photographers thinking that, man, if I just had that camera, oh, if I had that lens, oh, then I would be just as booked as them. My work would look just as good as theirs. But here's the truth. Your clients don't even know what you're shooting on. And the gear doesn't even matter if you don't even have the actual skill set to match it with the gear for it to matter. You can't buy something that you don't even know how to use. You could show up with the most basic starter camera ever. And as long as the photos look clean, sharp, oh, we lit. everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Then you got good lighting, we good. Your clients will love them. They're not pixel peeping, right? They're not zooming in to see if you shot on an A7R5 or a Rebel T6i. They just want the photos to look good. They just want to feel good. They want that experience. They're not caring too much about exactly what you're using. Is that $5,000 camera? They don't care. So here's a quick story, right? I remember shooting a full session with my older T6i, you guys. It barely held up good in low light. I was embarrassed to even take it out. I was embarrassed to use it in front of other photographers especially. But my client, they were so hyped about the results. To them, I was a professional. To them, I was the one. I made them look good and I upped their confidence. It wasn't about the camera specs, it was only about the results. This was my first ever photo shoot. I was on the beach and they fell in love with those photos instantly, and that is really what let me know that I need to be a photographer. My part two, skills over gear anytime. This is why I say that skills matter way more than gear, especially at the beginning of your photography journey. Photography, content, videography, everything in between. Skill matters more. If you do not know how to use light to your liking, right? If you don't know how to direct people, if you don't know how to compose the shot, no camera in the world is gonna fix that. You have to fix that yourself. It does not matter. I've seen photographers with $5,000 cameras take average photos because they don't know the 6 laws of composition. Go watch that video if you haven't. Super average photos because they haven't even mastered the basics. They haven't mastered the fundamentals. And I've seen beginners with entry-level gear, right? My dog El Campo, he's not a beginner, but he's a savage with that T6, that T7, right? Create images that will blow people away. Amazing images with the most basic gear to show you that you could do it with anyone. You can do it with anything. So instead of stressing so much over what you're shooting with, focus on building your skill set. Learn how to use natural light. Learn how to shoot in different conditions. Learn how to, make your clients feel comfortable, how to sell an experience, right? When they're in front of that lens. That is how you're gonna be separated, away from other photographers who do and who don't. The brand name of your camera does not brand you. That's what's gonna make you so much different than others. If you really focus on your skill first and your gear second. Part 3. This is when gear actually starts to kind of matter a little bit. Like, let's be real, right? So there's gonna be a point where your gear does start to matter, but this is the key. It only matters when you truly become limited, right? It only matters when it truly stops you from being able to get a shot the way that you want. And I don't mean, just any kind of limitation that you just make up in your head for yourself to make yourself think better. Like, oh, my camera can't do that. So I guess that that makes sense for me to go buy this thing because my camera can't do that. I'm talking about physically limited. Like you physically cannot do something because you're limited, right? So for example, I want to do a spotlight photo shoot, and I physically couldn't just fake the effect. I've done it in masking and stuff like that, but I couldn't just fake the effect. I wanted it to look real. So I needed to purchase an optical snoot, right? To physically be able to create that look. And this wasn't me chasing clout. This was me actually, needing a tool to be able to execute my vision, not just an excuse to spend money or buy more gear, right? Or for example, weddings, right? When I started doing weddings for certain companies, they straight up told me if you don't have the cameras with dual card slots, you can't shoot with us. That was a non-negotiable for them. They told me that I literally could not work with them. It was required. So I literally had no choice but to upgrade. I had to upgrade. And that is what I mean by the gear only matters when the work demands it. Part 4, upgrade for your clients, not just for the clout. And this clout is for the clout of other photographers. This is where a lot of photographers will mess up. They upgrade because they want to look good to other photographers, right? And I used to fall into this little trap as well. I wanted to, I wanted the respect. I wanted the game. I wanted them to look at my camera and say, oh, that boy got an S on his thing. Like, oh, he spent that bread. I wanted to be seen with the newest body. I wanted to be seen with the fastest lens. But here's the thing. These other photographers are not paying my bills. They're not paying your bills. I'm not paying their bills. So why does their opinion matter? Your clients are paying the bills, right? So when you upgrade, it needs to make sense for your clients and for the shoot, right? Will this new lens help you capture a sharper ceremony in lower light? Are you physically limited by the light? Will this body be able to, be reliable and back up files during the wedding? Will you be able to have 2 card slots? Will it make sense? Will this tool help you deliver better experience for your client? If the answer is yes, then the investment makes sense. It's no longer a no. But if the answer is no, then you're just buying gear just to flex. You're ego lifting in the photography world. You're just lifting big weight for no reason, and you still don't know how to use it, or you don't know how to you don't have the proper form. Part 5, gear and personal passion. Another thing, right, is do not upgrade just for your ego, bro. Like I just told you about ego lifting, right? Upgrade for the vision, right? Photography is about your passion first. Your passion has to come first. If you're going to go long, go with passion. These tools should serve you, right? And the work that you create, okay? If you master the camera and now it's holding you back from executing, further ideas that you're looking to create for the future or for your, your 2.0 version of yourself, then that is the green light for you to upgrade. But if you are buying gear just because you saw someone else post it or an OG photographer has it and he said this, that, and that, remember, they're not paying your bills and they got bread and you don't, all right? Or just because you're trying to keep up with other photographers that you follow or other guys that you look up to, do not do that, bro. That is when you're going to lose sight of why you even first started. You're going to lose your why. You're just dropping bread. If you can't buy it 3 times, leave that money in your bank account. If you can't buy it 3 times, leave the money in your bank account. At the end of the day, this gear is just a tool. It should fuel your creativity, not your insecurities. Okay, you shouldn't be fueling your insecurities by purchasing more things, by purchasing more physical things to make yourself feel better in the eyes of other photographers because you're insecure about how not good or how bad you are at photography. So you feel like this, I spend more money, I'm gonna look better, I'm gonna look good. No, all right? The bottom line is that your clients do not care what you're shooting with, right? Your skill will always come before gear, and you need to upgrade only when your work demands it, all right? And when you need to, right? And when you do upgrade, make sure that it's for your clients and for your individual creative vision and not for clout or other photographers, right? Because your gear does not matter until it does. Make sure to let me know down below what else you guys want to see. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching these videos every single day. I'll be dropping another video tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that. And I'll be also going live after you guys see this. I go live every single day. If you guys want to join the Discord community, that's free. The link will be down below if you guys join the Discord community as well. And the Patreon as well will be down below as well if you guys want to, come to one of the meetups. You guys want to get a shirt, anything like that, it all goes back into the channel and it helps me be able to continue to create these videos and be able to travel for you guys, to make the content for you guys, and also do these meetups for the free. So until next time, taxi.
Oh, there's the cookies. Be right back.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
What's up, gang? Nah, bro, for sure. It's definitely true. Like, a lot of them, bro, I'm gonna keep it real raw and filter with y'all at all times, bro. They will boost up these cameras because they're getting a piece of the check. That's just me being real. I'm not gonna tell you that a camera is good if it's not actually good, even if I'm getting a piece of the check, regardless. All right, let me go turn on my productivity timer, gang. Y'all gonna see my toes, don't be gay. My productivity timer was holding me accountable. Supposed to be sleeping. But they will boost it because they're making bread. All right, they boost up these cameras. They tell you that you need to buy this, buy that, because they are making bread. And that's just the most real, raw, and unfiltered way for you to say it. The gear does not matter. It genuinely does not matter, because your clients are who are you shooting for? Are you shooting for your clients, or are you shooting for other photographers? Are you looking to make your clients impressed, or are you looking to make other photographers impressed? Are the other photographers paying your bills? No. Am I paying your bills? No. Am I helping you acquire skills to pay the bills? Yes. But are other photographers' judgment physically paying your bills? No, it's not. So why should they be able to have a say over where your money goes and what your pockets do? You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to upgrade your gear until you are physically limited in the space that you're currently in, because now you will go into debt like I did. You're going to run up 2 credit cards and owe dumb bread for no reason like I did. Okay? Real, raw, unfiltered. And you're going to look back like, damn, I shouldn't have bought that as soon as I did. Because now you have to pay all that stuff back. You try so hard to keep up with the Joneses, like they say. You're trying so hard to be up to date, when in reality that shit does not matter, bro. If you can understand exactly how to use the items that you already have in your grasp, you will level up, bro. Like, you will make it to a level that you never even know that yourself could make it to. They will say that the camera is bomb, and then a few weeks later they talk about what they didn't like about it. Yep, you tell me what you didn't like about it after I already bought the camera. Literally, bro. And they have a whole different camera now. I got serious debt when I started. Exactly, bro. So me, bro. Get gear that serves your niche. Exactly. But when you first start, you don't know what you need. You don't know what you need, but yes, you do. You need a camera. You know that you need a camera. You know that you need a camera and you need a light source, whether that's continuous light or flash. That's also why I'm here. So when you start, those are the only 2 things that you really need, is a camera and a light source. And if you have a camera, you're going to be a natural light photographer. Your light source is outside. So to be a photographer, our job is to capture light. So you need a camera and a light source to help you capture that light of a subject, right? You just need a camera and a light source, whether that's a flash, continuous light, or the damn sun, for you to start as a photographer. And then you start learning the 6 laws of composition, the fundamentals of photography. And then you get into it and see, how can I apply these different fundamentals to these different niches to see which one fits me best. I'm telling you, bro. Get gear that serves your needs. Exactly. I swear every sports photographer says that about f2 point lens. Yep. And it'd be 2K. Yep. The day that I realized I don't have to buy everything is when I bought a gimbal, and to this day it hasn't earned me not $1. Yep. You get that hype. You get that FOMO. You feel like you're missing out. So you want to get exactly what that other photographer has because they look so cool with it, or they're talking so much about it. And then you get it and it sits on your desk. You buy it and it sits right there. The same gimbal that they was talking about hyping up a year ago, and then they brought a new one out, and then a new one they upgraded. And then a new one came out after that one. Then another one came out again a few months later. And then that's the hottest thing. And that's the hottest thing. It will never end. It's consumerism. They want you to continue to be a consumer. Take your time to take your eyes off that damn screen. Stop being so glued to it. All right? Stop being so glued to it and back up, bro. And back. There will always be something new. So when are you going to actually take the time yourself, right, and figure out how to use what the fuck you already got? There's always going to be something new. You could buy a brand new old camera. Isn't that crazy? You can purchase a brand new old camera. This is a brand new old camera. It's crazy, right? It's a brand new old camera. It's brand new to me because I purchased it fresh out of the box. But it's an old camera because the date that it was released was a few years ago. This is a brand new old camera. It's new to me, but to someone who has a A7R5, it's old. to someone who has a C70 it's old. This is an old camera. What do you got that little thing for? They make me feel insecure about myself because I have a smaller camera. So now photographers are making you feel bad about yourself. They're making you feel like you're not worth anything because you have a camera that's older than theirs. But in reality, you probably know more about the fundamentals of photography and know more about the framework of photography than they do. So therefore, your skill is still above theirs, and they've been in the game longer than you. How I've been in the game how I've been in the game almost 4 years, and I got a way higher skill set than people who've been in the game for 10 years. For one, they're not doing it for passion. For two, they focusing too much on gear. They got the best gear in the world, don't know how to use that shit. How you got all that gear? Why you got a 70-200? You got the Sony lens with the Sony camera, with the $5,000 body, with the $3,000 lens, and you shooting auto, or you shooting manual with the basicest lighting, or you don't even want to touch flash because you feel like it's. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You don't know how to use it. Don't upgrade it if you don't know how to use it. If you don't know how to fully maximize what you already have, or you haven't fully capped out what you already have, do not upgrade. The only reason I upgraded from my A7S III to my A7R5 was because I burnt the shutter. The only reason, because I burnt the shutter. I had that camera for 3 whole years, and I was shooting. I did over like 5,000 photo shoots. I did like over 5,000 photo shoots, bro. Like, I can go look at my Acuity right now, and it's like 3,000 some change. But that, before I even had Acuity, I was using Square. Before I had Acuity, I was using Pixieset. Before Pixieset, I was using Square. So I've taken over 5,000 individual humans photos with that one camera. Burnt. So I had to upgrade. The reason that I upgraded to a new camera was because my limitations increased. I became limited. Why did I upgrade from my Sony? I mean, from my Canon to my Sony? Because I had FOMO. I got peer pressured into getting a bigger, better camera that I couldn't even afford at the time. $3,000 was all I had. I had a kit lens, rocking that bit for a long time, renting out lenses. $3,000 was all I had. And I spent that. And then I couldn't afford my last semester of college because I spent it on a camera trying to keep up with these photographers that told me it was going to change my career. That's why. That's why I upgraded from my Canon. I still got my Canon. Crazy part about it. I could have still been using my Canon. Crazy part about it. My most viral images have came from my Canon. The first images that made Taxi has came from my Canon. And I upgraded because I had FOMO. Because I had some older photographers putting it into my head that I needed to have this. That I needed to have this right here. Y'all can't see it, it's out of frame. That I needed to have this Sony right here to be one of the best. It's a Canon R. So it's a Canon RP, my baby. I love that camera. Still to this day, I love that camera. It's my passion camera. When I want to just go, ooh, have a little bit of fun, I pick up that camera. The only reason I upgraded was because I got FOMO'd into it. I didn't have to. I didn't even have those $3,000. When I purchased that camera, I wasn't even able to pay the last semester of college, bro. I still owe the last semester of college, gang. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I still use my Canon. It's a DSLR and still captures great shit. Yeah, it does, definitely, bro. Pretty cool photography. They make me use DSLRs all the time. They still using the older cameras. The older cameras. It might be new to you. It might be old to me. It might be new to someone else. The older cameras. You see what I'm saying? These little terms right here will target your insecurities. Because somebody could say the word old or new. New will give you dopamine. The word old will target your insecurities. Which is crazy. The word old will target your insecurities. The word new will make you feel good and give you some dopamine. But the word old will target your insecurities. Oh, you got that one? Oh, yeah, that's the old one. I had that one. Now, how do you feel? How do you feel? You got the A7 IV. I got the A7 R5. If I were to talk to you and I said, "Oh, you got that one?" Oh, yeah, I had that one. Oh, you got the older one? Oh, yeah. That's belittling, bro. It's subconsciously belittling. And whether it's unintentional or intentional, it's fucked up, bro. Real raw unfiltered. Real raw unfiltered. I've been in the game 15 years plus. Boom, boom. I don't hate on new photographers, but the new photographers don't know anything about photography. They buy the latest camera and keep it on. Come on, bro. They buy the latest camera and they be like, oh, it has AI this, it has AI that. They don't understand, bro, the fundamentals. You need to know the fundamentals. If you're really looking to be a photographer, and also if you're passionate about this craft, that's what I talk to. PNG, passion, no gatekeeping. Right? Passion-driven individuals with no gatekeeping. PNG, passion, no gatekeeping. We're passion-driven and we don't believe in gatekeeping. So I talk to the passion-driven. Those who are just in here to do money, go get your real estate license or go get a drone license and go become a real estate photographer and go be boring and go be inside of them houses by yourself alone. Not talking to no humans. Your social battery going to be dead as hell. I've been there. I'm talking to older me. I'm not actually targeting you, so don't get offended. I'm talking to older me. I was in them houses lonely as hell. Yes, I was making good money from real estate photography. But that is a lonely ass job. Like, that was a lonely job, bro. And I was bam. I knew very specific settings. I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew bracketing. I knew this. I knew that. I knew bam. I knew exactly what I was doing. It was a lonely ass job. It's just me in the house, bro. I had to integrate into talking to people. You know what I'm saying? I need to start working with people. AI autofocus, come on. AI autofocus be so annoying, bro. Especially on my R5, bro. Like, it think it know better than me. Like, bro, if you don't focus on what I'm trying to focus on, like, come on. It's lonely at the top. Nah, no cap. Real spill, bro. Like, real estate photography gets you good cheese, but, bro, that is a lonely gig, bro. Lonely gig. Just know what you're grinding. Good things will come back to you. Yes, exactly, bro. I thought I was the only one that spent my call tuition on the camera. No, you were not the only one. I'm pretty sure a lot of us in the PNG culture community have also done that. But your camera gear does not matter, you guys, until it actually does matter. And the time that it actually does begin to matter is when you physically are now limited by your gear. It's actually very easy. I just helped another member in the Discord community get into it as well. So do some cold emails, bro. It's very simple. Literally just look up whatever your city is, realtors. DM each realtor, give a cold DM. Maybe you create like a little spiel that you could just copy and paste. Hello, blank. I'm looking to grow my real estate portfolio. I am primarily a portrait photographer. I would love to give you some branding photos and I would love to give you a uncompensated branding session or a collaborative branding session, right? You're giving them free game, collaborative branding session in exchange for a shoot at one of your properties. They're gonna be like, whoa, bang and bang. You're gonna get real estate photos and branding photos out of them. They're gonna be able to use those and tell somebody else that they used you. And now as you build that portfolio with that realtor, they're gonna do more houses. You lock in with that one realtor, right, for about a month and just trap them out. Get as much, juice them, because they're getting value from you just like you're getting value from them. Juice them, keep juicing them. Juice them as much as you can. Get as much information as you can from that realtor. All right? Because now they're going to bring you more houses and realtors know more realtors. And those realtors also go to networking events that you don't go to. So if the realtors go to networking events that you don't go to, what does that mean for you? You get to know the people that they know unintentionally. A connection through a connection. So now when somebody in their circle says they need somebody that does this, they're going to refer back to you because you gave them good services. They're going to refer back to you because you gave them a good experience. They're going to come back to you because you did good work. They're going to come back to you because you took good photos. So they're doing the networking for you now. Very easy to lock in, bro. And now don't let you mess around and DM a few and a few of them respond back. Now you start posting their photos on your page, growing that real estate photography page. You need to have a separate page for that real estate photography page. See, real estate and portraiture, two different things. You need to have a separate page for that and grow that separately. All right? Unless that's all that you're doing, that's your niche. That's different. Grow that separately. Add a little bit of branding on there for realtors. Anything that's real estate related, realtors, drone work, any residential and corporate, all different types. You know what I'm saying? And have you, bro, it's simple, bro. The game is really easy to get into. Scaling, the hard part is continuing to do it. That's really the only hard part. The only hard part is consistency. The hard part is consistency. That's the only hard part. The hard part is consistency, because you hit people up to try to grow your business, or you hit people up to try to work with them, and they don't give you the satisfaction that you want. They don't give you the instant gratification or what you want, because they don't respond back. You're like, damn, they don't like me. But you only texted 10 people. What you mean, texted only 10 people? Bro, I'm doing 100. I'm doing 100 before I complain. I'm doing 100 before I complain. Between 12 to 24 millimeters. You need a 12 to 24, between a 12 to 24 millimeters. I bought my 12 to 24 during that same era when I was doing real estate. But before I got this, I had the Canon, right? So I had the 16 millimeter lens. So this is my 16 millimeter lens. It's like a $200 Canon lens. 16 millimeters. This was getting me through with real estate. So 16 millimeters, they love for it to look wide without any distortion. So you want to get a lens that's wide enough on your camera when it comes to real estate photography, that is wide enough with no distortion. So you want it to be wide enough with no distortion. So that's the goal. Wide enough, but still no distortion. You know what I'm saying? So distortion, if you guys don't know, is when you start looking at the edges of, like, for example, we look at the edges of this. If any form of vignetting starts to come on the natural lens, that becomes a form of distortion. If I were to put my hand up here, my hand were to start stretching, or my fingers were to start getting bigger, this is distortion. That shows that this lens is distorted. All right. So you want to be able to have a lens that's good with no distortion. So 15 to 35 could work. 15 flat is straight, should be straight, because this is a 16 millimeter that I was doing. So 16 was good, but that 12 changed the game. That is a very expensive lens though. The 12 is a very expensive lens, but 16 or flat, like a flat one, like a prime. I be calling primes flat, but a prime lens would be amazing for real estate to do. So doing real estate with that prime would be amazing. 10 millimeter, 10 to 18. Yeah, I'm about to get a 10 millimeter from my Sony, bro. I'm about to get a 10 millimeter from Loaya or something like that. Loaya, whatever it's called. But it's gonna be for the behind the scenes. It's gonna be literally for you guys, for the behind the scenes videos for YouTube, because Fab does not know how to use a DJI, and I'm not putting that shit back in his hand. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm not putting that back in his hand. I'm gonna put like a 12 millimeter or an ultra wide in his hands, and because I need him to use a big camera, because it's what he knows how to use. When I put that DJI in his hands, he's like, what the hell am I holding right now? So I need him to have something else. 12 millimeter crop lens though. Yeah, bro. So this is a crop sensor right here. This is the Sony ZV-E10. So the 12 millimeter on here is like 16 millimeters. So when I put it on here, it does crop in for a fact. It goes in by like 20%, I think, or 15%. But it's a little crazy, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm like, damn, I need like a 10 millimeter. So I'm about to get that 10 millimeter, because I want to make this I want this to be the running gun vlogging setup. Like, I want to be able to get all the behind the scenes videos for you guys on here, and also do some photo shoots with this same camera as well, because I know a lot of people in the chat also have that exact same camera, and I know that they could benefit from that tutorial as well. So yeah, any more questions before I close out? I'm gonna be posting this video tomorrow for you guys to be able to see. It's gonna be a vibe. I'm gonna post that again. I'm just trying to get a lot more videos done, but I got a lot of stuff going on right now, bro. But I am still, dropping for y'all. I'm still trying to be as consistent as possible, posting every single day, Monday through Friday, for you guys to be able to view. The time has not been the same. 4 p.m. every day is actually very not doable. Can't lie. Cause I'm making the video that morning, trying to post about 4 p.m. Shit don't work. I ain't gonna lie. So like 6 p.m. between 6 and 8 p.m. y'all will be getting videos, because that's just when it can kind of fit in my schedule, especially with me dropping every single day. It's gonna be crazy. And we're trying to charge up, trying to get these videos in and out, because December is coming, and you guys know that December, I already post every single day. So like, is that really going to be a challenge for me? But I guess I'll just add weekends when December comes, because December is about to be insane. Vlogmas is about to be crazy. As long as we get in the video. Nah, no cap. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to join the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. I'm going to send the link in here as well. I'm actually really sad. I'm not going to lie. I might have to go up on my, not might, but like, I'm going to have to go up on my prices. So that way I can have more time for content. Sounds crazy, but I'm gonna have to go up to be able to have more income to be able to put back into the channel, because I really want to see this grow. But we have 4 months left of this year, you guys. September, October, November, and then the full month of December. And I really want to see this channel hit 10K before 2025. So I'm about to put my foot on the fucking gas. I'm about to put my foot on the fucking gas, gang. Like, we are currently, I'm date stamping it right now. Today on Wednesday, September 3rd, we are currently at 8,722 subscribers. Yeah, we got not too much left. We got like a band and change left. I was reading a comment. Somebody said 100%. Additionally, even 100%. Additionally, even if it's a paid shoot, doing extras can also make the client love you so much more. I also recommend that. Then recommend you more and recommend you to friends. That's exactly what happened to me. And they said they would recommend me to their friends, and I already booked another appointment in the exact same service and fee. Definitely, I agree, I talk about this inside of the Discord a lot about over-delivering, over-delivering will always bring you more clientele, and it basically is a free form of marketing, because when you over-deliver for a client, they fall in love with you immediately. I had to send that one. So my goal, before 2025... right? I mean, before 2025 is over, we need 1,000 members in the Discord and 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That shit sounds crazy to say. We need 1,000 members in the Discord. 1,000 members in the Discord and 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Before 2025, man. We got 4 months left to make that shit happen. Let's do it, man. Let's cook up. I love you guys so much. Make sure to get your content out. Make sure that you guys are posting daily, bro. Daily, bi-weekly, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever you can sustain within your lifestyle, do that, but do it consistently, because the algorithm rewards consistency, not frequency. So if you're posting 4 times a week, but it's not the same days, or 4 times a week, but it's not the same around the same times, the algorithm will not reward you. All right. It will not reward you. All right. So the algorithm rewards consistency. That's why I post every single day. I post at the same days, Monday through Friday. Right. And then on Instagram, I post the same times and day every day. All right. Because the algorithm rewards consistency, not frequency. All right, you guys. Love you guys. 10K on YouTube. 1K on Discord. We out.
Yeah.